Almeida's not far from the front. There's a real danger that gaps can open any time on these bends. The pace is very, very high here, Sean.
Yes, well, it's really high, and Sivakov, you know, new riders, fresher riders coming to the front here and really pushing on the pace.
I think Demar is a little further down than he was before. Keep an eye on that if we can. João Almeida's right up there. Corvi is just in front of him. Ballerini's hanging on well. Fodopoulos and Girmay ever present. And you have to look a lot further now to see Arnaud Demar in the purple jersey. Still hanging on for the moment, though. Nibali's being attentive. Craddock is up there for bike exchange. Richie Port's done for the day. So he's going to fall off the GC more today. All for Carapaz. Now here's a move, and it's Corvi, I think. Let's check. It is Alessandro Corvi off the front then for UAE Emirates. No threat in the general, but looking for a first ever Giro d'Italia stage, and that's going to make the other teams react who want to win the stage. It's going to have to make Mathieu van der Poel himself react because he's no teammates left. At the meantime, it's Pozzo Vivo who's doing his best here with Girmay hanging on behind. And there is Arnaud Demar. I was just looking for him. He's right at the back. He's almost out the back now.
Yes, well, you can see the splits are starting to appear here. And, you know, when you have somebody attack, the pace being set by Sivakov was a good one, a real fast pace. And if he was allowed to do that, the sprinters, you know, would have some chance of holding on. But when they attack like this, yeah, it's going to be splits in this group, as you can see, a little bit further back.
I think this is Hamilton now. Lucas Hamilton, proper climber. Van der Poel still holding on. Girmay is sticking to his wheel. This is fascinating as we're getting up to the top now. And this is all that's left. The pink jerseys here. Each and every GC rider having to hold on and fight for their own opportunities. It could be an interesting look down the results at the end of the day, Sean. Is anybody slipping out of it? There's Nizzolo, who is at the back with Demar. They've got to chase back on now. There's an opportunity to chase back on, but what's left in the tank if they get there? Hugh Carthy's still hanging on at the back. Bit of a panic maybe for any GC rider who's caught out here. Pozzo Vivo is driving it. Romain Bardet left hand side. Black jersey moving up, and he's going to do more than that here. Romain Bardet moves right to the front. Simon Yates as well, left hand side. Jai Hindley's in this group. Left hand side moves up himself. Buchmann is there. Pink jersey still in touch. Over the King of the Mountains point they come. A little bit of a look around. Yates is looking fresh and is looking feisty. Nibali looks. Girmay's on the radio, and it's a reassessment of the situation now.
Yes, well, we can see here they're just looking around to check who is here, and nobody wanted to push on. That will play into the groups just behind to get back into the front.
Next move to go, and Bike Exchange are desperate for a win. It's Hamilton who goes. And Intermarché, having done the work all day, want to chase this back. The problem for Van der Poel is he's sort of got to rely a little bit on Intermarché here.
Yes, well, if you have teammates here, and that's Jan Hert, is it, chasing there for Intermarché, and of course they want to close everything down here and try to take it to a sprint finish for Girmay, but also, you know, it's helping Van der Poel that, you know, there's his teams with riders here to control.
The shark bites on the day they remember his fallen colleague. Vincenzo Nibali on the attack on the Giro d'Italia on stage 10. Italy still looking for its first win. Now Van der Poel reacts. The first time he's had to do any chasing here.
Yes, well, we can see Intermarché rider with Nibali, Lorenzo Rota. Van der Poel know this is, you know, a danger one, because, yeah, when they have somebody out front, Intermarché are not going to continue on riding. So he's relying on them because they've got the numbers, and we can see here, you know, a lot of riders just trying to follow here, wait, and try and get to the finish, as we can see riders making.
Take the right way round, take the right way round. Some of them take the wrong way round, and it's Girmay, I think, who's to the back. Just about hangs on. Now the move goes, and this looks like Yates.
Yes, it is Yates.
One of the riders from Trek Segafredo following to try and chase. Yates no longer a danger, an immediate danger in the general. Van der Poel's going to react to this as well.
Formula.
Ciccone is the other man chasing. And that's going to make Bora chase. So Bilbao is here for Landa. Look at what's left, though. There's not very much. Now, are there any Movistar jerseys there? I wonder if Alejandro Valverde's been caught out by this shunt. I think he might have been. Oh, there's one right in the centre. There he is. That would have been surprising. But it's incredible how many big names have disappeared from that group.
Well, this final, you can see the damage it's doing, and because of the way they've been racing, you know, right through the day, but also in the final 50, 60 kilometres, it's just taken a toll, as we can see Van der Poel just, you know, give him one of these familiar attacks that he can give here and try and pull a group away. And yeah, they're not going to, you know, contribute here much with him. They know he's the fast man, and Yates just looking around. He's very active today, but this is a real difficult one to get away from a bigger group. If you can get a smaller group, and maybe in the final kilometre, 2 kilometres, you could go for a long one, but we can see Intermarché again setting the pace here for their sprinter.
Great numbers to help Biniam Girmay recover from that little wrong turn there, got straight back on the group. And the interesting thing with 5 kilometres to go here is who is going to work with Mathieu van der Poel. It suggests nobody. Koen Bouwman still in the back. Wilco Kelderman in this group. And now Van der Poel attacks on his own. Not willing to wait. And he's going to make Intermarché chase him. Look at this. He's incredible to watch. Motors away. The radio going in the back of the pocket there, the rider from UAE Emirates. Davide Formolo seems to have lost his radio, and that's done for him. Now Ballerini, I think, will chase. Is it Ballerini? Or is it Schmidt? Might be the latter. Van der Poel looking so good here. Riders from Intermarché starting to slip and slide themselves. Is that Girmay? Well, Girmay is following in the chase. They've done the work for him. And again, there's that danger, there's that worry, all these behind. Most of this group now GC orientated. They're worried about the splits, they're worried about the time differences.
Yes, well, they're worried about, you know, the riders that might try and slip away. But we can see here, you know, the last moves, it's guys who
and
are
Carapaz has a go. Carapaz wants to make his mark. It's not just defence, it's attack time. 3.5 kilometres to go. That means Landa must follow. Bardet goes with him. It's a GC explosion as we head into Jesi. Well, we started this day wondering if Caleb Ewan was going to win a bunch sprint. We're now looking at the GC riders forcing little gaps. This is wonderfully entertaining racing. Nothing might come of it, but they're trying to make their mark. Buchmann at the front. Here's Hugh Carthy. His hope's not quite in tatters, but he needs time back. 4:22 down. I'm sure he'd love a stage win more than anything else, and he's trying to get away here. Stolen a couple of bike lengths on Buchmann and the rest of the bunch. Still 2.7 Ks to go. The worst climb is up the way. We're talking 1-2% of a rise to the line. Girmay still in the group. Same for Van der Poel. So much being put into this by Hugh Carthy.
Yes, well, there's a lot of riders investing a lot here in this final number of kilometres, but there's still riders here in the slipstream just sitting back and waiting, because we have, what, 25, maybe a bit more, 30 riders, but a lot of riders just waiting here as we go through the 2 kilometres to go. It looks like it's going to be a difficult one for Hugh Carthy to hold on, as we can see, you know, UAE just pushing on in the front here.
Hugh Carthy is there. It starts to rise. He looks behind. I think he knows he's going to be caught now. Is there anyone else to go here? Will it be down to those who survive for the sprint? We've seen Girmay, we've seen Van der Poel. Has anybody else managed to sneak in there? I think Albanese might be there for Iolo Cometa. 1.5 kilometres to the line now. Right turn, and Carthy's going to be caught. Corvi it is who catches him. And then Drame might be nestling in at the back here as Girmay's on the radio. And Andermatt are going to take over. Approaching the final kilometre. It's been an exciting, entertaining second half of the stage today. They've honoured the memory of Michele Scarponi brilliantly. Real racing in the last 50 kilometres. At least two of the fast men have survived. Can they be surprised to the line? $800 metres to go. Albanese is the man there from Eolo Kometa in the centre in the blue jersey. Make that 650 metres now. There's a slowing down, a waiting up. Are they going to go? Who's going to launch it? When's it going to be launched? They wait, they watch. Martin left-hand side. Pozzovivo moves up. There's Girmay who's going to try and come off the wheel of Van der Poel. He waits there. Van der Poel is going to accelerate now as the road does go up. Looks to try and find his way through. Girmay waits still on the wheel of Van der Poel. It is Girmay now who launches. Girmay at the front. Can he stay there? It's history about to be written. It's Biniam Girmay who's going. Biniam Girmay with a force on the pedals. Right behind him is Mathieu Van der Poel, who's trying to come around as they come to the line. Biniam Girmay, Mathieu Van der Poel, Girmay to the line. Girmay still has it for the moment, has to keep it going. And Veni, Vidi, Bini. More history is made. Eritrea is the winner of the Grand Tour stage. Say it loud, say it proud. The flag flies at the finish. And Biniam Girmay, the trailblazer, does it yet again. A fantastic fight between two rivals. The sporting congratulation. But this is an historic moment in Grand Tour racing. Biniam Girmay, hugged and acclaimed as the hero. Eritrea has a stage win, and Biniam Girmay is the first black African rider to win a stage of the Giro D'Italia.
Yes, and what a way they went about with the Intermarché team, because they did set it up for a long ways out all day, really, and in the final, what a performance, a team performance. And Girmay there, he just kept his cool. We could see Van der Poel was in the wheel, and perfect time by Van der Poel, waited and then kicked, but Girmay, impressive, like the power he had to go all the way to the line. We could see Poel knew he just wasn't going to come over him and accept a defeat.
5 top fives, and this is the moment. Amazing how every single rider in the team was helping there. Even Domenico Pozzovivo was doing the lead out. Girmay hit the front, and there was that moment, wasn't there? Van der Poel was fighting for the wheel. He was putting in all that power again. He gained, he was getting closer. You wondered if he'd pass, but no.
No, and you could see there, he was just a little bit off, so he did get that, the slingshot to come by. And when I see him coming out to go over, I thought he was going to come over Girmay, but look at that power that Girmay has, just keeping it going all the way to the line. And you see the hand signal from Van der Poel. No way, nothing I can do.
I love this rivalry already. They're spurring each other on to greater things. They're loving what each other's doing. It's fierce, it's fighty, it's competitive, it's sporting. Van der Poel acknowledging the moment. History made, well beaten. Girmay the great.